Hey guys, welcome back. If you remember, we are a Alliance Rogue Organ, and we had just reformed the Order of Embers with these guys right here. Let's see what Marshal Everett Reed has for us. Lord and Lady Waycrest lay trapped in Waycrest Manor. Before we can reach them, however, we must brave through the city of Corlane, which is firmly in the grasp of the Heart's Bane. The first course of action should be to set up a forward outpost. Our scouts have found that the tower of Watchman's Rise is only lightly guarded. I recommend we take the tower from them. This is now your command, Inquisitor. Say the word and we ride.
We must remain vigilant. Let us ride to Corlane.
Fair enough.
Champion, if I may have a word with you, I would like your assistance.
Lady Waycrest entrusted me with securing the town of Falconhurst and the services of Master Alchemist Ashton, who lives there. However, I have found out no one has heard from Falconhurst in some time. The skies above the forest are impassable, so we must travel the old roads through just ruins in the mountains. A small, capable party has a better chance to bypass the growling forces of the witches and help secure Master Alchemist Ashton. To that end, I ask you to assist me. Fair enough.
Remain steadfast. We've not a moment to waste. Falconhurst hasn't been heard from in days. I will meet you there.
Oh, excuse me.
Well met, champion.
Something has disturbed the spirits here. The spirits of the departed still fight with constructs and the shambling dead. Our goal is Falconhurst, but a quick investigation in this area might help us fight our foes better. There's an opportunity here. Learning more about the Drust can not only help us understand the text that Lady Lucille found, we might be able to discover great details about how they and their constructs were finally defeated. Filling in the gaps of history could be the key to victory now. This is one of their settlements before it became the place of their final defeat. Let's look for clues in the ruins. Some of the spirits on the battlefield are too weary to go on. These are brave Culturians. They have more than earned their rest, but their sense of duty holds them here. Order the most weary spirits off the field of battle. Hopefully they'll be convinced to rest.
Farewell.
What's this one?
Underway.
The ghostly captain continues to fight as she speaks, once more locked into the heat of battle, unaware that the war has been over her centuries. Well, she's not exactly fighting right now. What are you doing standing around? We've got them down to their final warriors and those dangable ruined constructs, but the war isn't over yet. Colonel Waycrest needs us to hold this line. Kill as many of those Drust as you can, and we might see the end of this war today. Get back out there!
She thinks we're part of her militia. Well, if we follow orders, none of those monsters will ever make it down to Aramstad. Let's help.
May as well gets us more XP. Ooh, don't want to mess with that guy. apparently those don't count. Oh well. XP, right?
I can't attack that.
What's attacking me? I don't know. Oh, that thing. It's always full when you have no idea where you're being attacked from.
It seems as if the Cultirans in this steel are civilians, sailors, and some farmers. Wait, this depicts one of the early Cultiran settlements. One of the lost settlements. When we landed here, we tried peace. But the Drust went to war immediately. Only a few tolerated new neighbors. But this, they've glorified the slaughter. The Cultirans don't even have weapons.
That's brutal. She takes forever to start fighting.
I don't have a target.
Sudden change in music, okay.
It's a victory over another Cultiran settlement. The large figure in the center is their legendary leader, I think. Interesting that we don't see any of their constructs taking the field.
Closer. It's too far away.
Oh, this guy's got a sword sticker. This one is spear. That's kind of cool.
I need a target. I can't attack that target.
Weary spirit
We shall drive
released.
back the darkness.
It's good their spirits return to their final rest once more. May they never be disturbed again.
Be wary of the woods.
I don't have a target.
New information.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
here we are, fighting back. Even their leader is withdrawing from the field. This is clearly Gorak-Tul, their greatest leader. Ah, he is leading a ritual to create the stone constructs. The constructs began to take the field. He'd run out of living warriors, so he created a new army. But what empowered the stones? Interesting. I hadn't realized the constructs came later, as part of his desperation to win.
That is quite interesting. That's kind of weird.
I need to target something first.
More stuff to sell. Yay! Oh, excuse me.
This isn't Drust. It's a Coltiran carving over a Drust monolith. That's Lord Aram Waycrest, when he was just a colonel, leading the final assault. And there, that is Gorak-Tul being stabbed by Waycrest. Histories of this event always say Lord Aram killed Gorak-Tul, and his army fell thereafter. But here you can see all his constructs shattering as he's stabbed and his power broken. There was some connection. Stand strong.
Gorak-Tul's death shattered his army. The carvings here all show that. But now I wonder, did Gorak-Tul actually die? I believe I see more of the carvings at the entrance to the cave over there. Come, we should see what else was left behind.
Strike true.
Oh, so many. I probably should be using stealth, huh? And I imagine she would get a lot of aggro.
Another steel. This one also shows Gorak Tal. It is after the battle, but Tal isn't shown dead. Wounded and broken, but not dead. Gorak Tal did not survive. Witnesses wrote of his defeat.
Your ancestors were fools, as are you. The Kaltiran plague will be cleansed, and we will retake our lands. But
Wow.
you will not live to see that day. Arise, Guardian, and slay these trespassers!
Oh dear. Was not expecting that.
How might I help?
The carvings could have been dress propaganda stating he lived. That voice, Leron's face becomes grim. It seems to me I have been all mistaken about the ultimate fate of Gorak Tal. I shudder to think what he might be planning now. Equip that cloak. Whoa, I have a lot of stuff. But okay, that looks better. Our time here was well spent. The Guardians and Aramstan can handle what few Drust forces remain, and I expect the Drust leader and his magic might have some greater part to play here. However, we must continue on the mission to Falconhurst. The path on the far side of these ruins will take us there. I will ride ahead and meet you outside of the town.
Fair winds and following. I will do some scouting and meet you further down the path.
May as well do some sneaking. Not bad, Marine. You might make a proper soldier out of you yet. They'll make Colonel Wakehurst a lord for this for sure. Your bravery will be remembered.
Gale sharp.
She's right.
Anchor steady.
They did make Aram Waycrest a lord for his victory here.
Question now is how to get down off this blasted thing. Yeah, no, that's not. See ya. Sorry, saying goodbye to my sister-in-law. Oh, do not want to fall off that cliff. May as well get this guy. Lady, I should say. May as well. Better weapons are better weapons. They're not the usual stuff.
Over here. New information?
Town is under siege. No wonder we have not heard from them. We must help them. Town is overrun. The guards have fallen back. And what is worse, some of the villagers have been twisted by the witch's magic. They are little more than wretched beasts blindly following orders. We must release these poor souls and slay the monsters that twisted them. See what you can do to cut down the numbers of monsters in town.
Strike true. I'll help reinforce the village's defenses. I will meet you there.
The villager is held captive by a binding rune. Destroying the rune should free the villager.
Even rotten crops we grow.
These witches are creepy. Now what I got to do?
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
Oh, goodness me.
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
Ugh, this might take a little while.
I need to target something first. I need to get closer.
Don't get many travelers here.
Okay, there we go.
Stand strong.
Well done. You've thinned their numbers. Hold the barricade. They're really rallying for a heavy assault. We need to protect these barricades from attack. Are you with me?
Fair winds and following seas.
Sure to think what they have used those people for.
Be wary of the woods.
Yeah,
How
level
they
1
help.
team.
Remain steadfast.
I need to target something first.
Rip you to shreds. You only forestall the inevitable.
Oh boy, nothing's big.
Once my forces regroup, this miserable town will be.
I'm out of range.
We shall drive back the darkness.
But she must be the one guiding these attacks. We've given the defenders some breathing room, but these creatures continued to lay siege to the barricade. The witch behind the attack fled from the field when we defeated her forces. I saw her go into the mansion on the hill. I'll keep the defenses going here. You must go into the mansion and slay the witch.
Farewell.
It's not quite a mansion fight, but whatever.
The world will burn. We will have revenge.
We could use your help here in
We
Drustvar.
wouldn't have been able to hold out much longer. You saved us all.
Fair winds and following seas. You're looking for Ashton? Walk with me. I haven't seen him, but I did see his apprentice. We cannot thank you
Flightmaster.
enough for showing up when you did, Lieutenant.
My title is Inquisitor now, Mayor. Lady Lucille has reforged the Order of Embers to combat these witches.
She has? I thought they were just a legend.
They were real. They are real. Lady Lucille is determined to take back our lands and our people.
If she does that, she'll have my full support.
It worries me when you show up.
Master Ashton had me grab some healing supplies and run to Mayor Royston when those things attacked the town. He didn't make it behind the barricade, but if he's alive and he's just crazy enough, he might be. He's probably holed up in his cottage with caustic compounds and explosives. Look, why don't you go check out his basement and I'll stay out of the blaster rate? I mean, I'll go see if the garden can be salvaged. Try not to look flammable.
Much to
The
do,
attack on
much to do.
Falconhurst was fierce. I hope Master Ashton is still alive.
If anyone could survive, it's him. I'm going to check the lab's gardens, Inquisitor.
Destroy the signs of witchcraft, the thing.
I need a target. It's too far away.
Oh, this is gonna take a little while. But that's why you're watching, right? To get the full experience. But then again, I am already a third of the way through, so...
I need to get closer.
Sorry, I'm really burpy today. I had some soda, so that might explain it.
My blade is ready.
I don't have a target.
Destroy that thing again, get 10%. Awesome.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
So close, just 10 more things. Isn't that disgusting how they split in half? They die. But that's just me. Nope, hasn't responded to it. Can't cheat that way. And it might just be me, but these things seem to be dying really quick. Not that I'm complaining. It's actually really nice. Just one more thing. Let's see where I can find. Aha, there we are. Awesome.
Stand back! I have alchemy, and I know how to use it!
At ease, Master Ashton. We're friendly.
Nope.
Well, don't you both look dangerous? Ha! Is the attack over then? Shall we get started?
Dark times have come to Drustvar, but we shall win our land back. Of course, I'm not certain why you would need my help, but for the saviors of my home, you shall have it. You might have to wait a little bit, however. I am sure the town is in shambles.
Fair winds to you.
I appreciate your help in liberating the town. I am becoming quite concerned by these strange monsters. Curiously strong. Imagine the fire spread while I was down here, yes? Restore business, then, making sure the town doesn't burn down. Help solve that problem, and I shall be free to assist you in whatever it is. Let's see. Yes, here, take these. They prove to be a bit too intense for most people, but you seem to be a sort. Just be sure you're facing the fires when you use them, and I'm certain those fires will be out in no time.
Until next time, friend. The town is in good hands. So, would you kindly explain what is going on?
Master Ashton, we have been sent by Lady Lucille Waycrest to find you.
So I gathered. But why me?
Lady Lucille has reforged the Order of Embers, using ancient texts as our guide. We will fight these witches as we once battled the Drust. She found an alchemical recipe that was effective in the past. She requests that you attempt to recreate the formula.
Lady Lucille thinks it might be useful, I assume? Well, let's see it. Fascinating. A remarkable formulation. Very flammable. Inquisitor, it will be my distinct pleasure to assist you and the Lady Lucille in this task.
I am very glad to hear that, Master Ashton.
You put out those fires and I'll set up what we need in the lab.
Our champion
what
will assist
fun
you in
this'll
whatever
be.
you might need, Master. I will go see if I can't help Mayor Royston.
I need to target something first.
Putting out these fires is going to take a little while, especially with all these interruptions. It actually didn't take that long. I'm surprised.
I hope you're ready to work.
We'll be able to push these monsters back now. But my defenders won't stand a chance unless we build a forward barricade for protection. There should be plenty of lumber to build a barricade next to entrance to town.
Good luck.
Fun. Another gathering quest.
It's too far away.
See if there's anything here. Oh. There's more witchcraft crap. Or should I say stuff? Sorry. Defenses placed. Those are some kind of weak defenses, if you'd ask me. But defenses are defenses.
What challenges await us
Ah,
today,
wonderful. The
friend?
fires are out and your breath smells minty fresh. I've been studying the parchment Lady Lucille sent with you and have translated some of the older language. They call it liquid fire, and it was used to burn away the drust. Using this as a basis, I believe we can adapt it to our needs. This is a complex recipe, but it just so happens to have everything we need to make this potent alchemical weapon. I'll need your assistance in creating this. Would you be so kind as to help? Yes, I would be so kind, as I need it.
Remember, measure twice, pour once.
Let's go turn this in, get some better equipment there. 227 is
Hello
our...
there. Farewell.
We'll see what those quests are here in a little bit, see if it's worth it.
It's a fine day for a
I'm
little
ready to
applied
begin.
alchemy.
Watch the fumes. Well done. Now we need... Add in some sulfur. Yeah. It's just all sulfur, jeez. Volatile sap. Come on, dude.
What
Too much, it
challenges
doesn't smell.
await us
Wonderful,
today,
it smells a
friend?
bit strong, but I think it will burn those one constructs well. Now it's time to test it out. Excellent. Now that we have these lovely liquid fire flasks prepared, we have one thing less to do. Test them out. There are some of those large abominations lurking about in the woods above my home. I think they would make excellent test subjects for our little alchemical experiment, wouldn't you?
Until
Okay.
next time, friend.
Here we go. This is rather fast, which is nice. We might be able to get somewhere this episode.
I need to get closer.
I tried my best to fight them off.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh no.
I know you did, Martin.
Oh, I came from the
Tell
woods.
us what happened.
We fought. Master Ashton shoved me aside and they took him. We have to get him back.
Tried to stop them, but I couldn't. They've taken Master Ashton into the woods.
We will get him back. Just sit.
Do try not to die.
Well met, champion.
Let's take a
Remain
look here.
steadfast.
Oh, 7 out of 10. Nice.
How might I help?
Master Ashton has been taken into the forest. He isn't the only one. Mayor Royston's head count came up short. It seems our next steps are clear. We must go to the woods and save Master Ashton. Martin and I will sneak into the forest and meet you near some ruins further in.
Strike true. Martin, are you well enough to travel?
I suppose I am.
Then mount up. Champion, we shall ride ahead and try to locate Master Ashton. Meet us in the Crimson Forest.
Isn't that where we are? Oh, no. It's a little further ahead. Doop-a-doop. Oh, our cloak's green this time, hey?
Well met, champion.
Woods are crawling with witches. We'll have to have a fight on our hands if we're to save Master Ashton. I believe I see Master Ashton in a cage. He must be freed. Those witches with the long masks appear to be in charge. I bet they would have the means to open his cage. I remain here to protect Apprentice Webb and keep the area secure.
Be wary of the woods.
Oh, there's another quest up there. This one from Martin Webb.
You want my assistance, I imagine?
Master Ashton's going to be probably need some bracing once we get him free. I know a quick potion guaranteed to get anyone to snap out of it. I'm going to need a few things first. Those wicker dogs in there have some organic parts I could use from the witches carrying those. The witches are carrying bags of regions. I'll almost certainly have what I need. Bring those to me and I'll handle the rest once we get Master Ashton back.
You probably have things you should be doing.
matter sample. So note to self, the fire thing does not work on the witches themselves. I think that anyone who's caught on fire would be damaged, but apparently not. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Tends to happen a lot for me, doesn't it? Let's see if that changes it.
It's too far away.
Any rumors on the wind?
Okay, it's got all the bags of regions. Now I just need to get the organic matter samples. Cool, cool. Stupid witch. Just one more, come on. Have there be some down here. Interesting. This other quest while I'm at it.
Let me out of here.
Hey, I need you to get me out of here and back to Falconhurst. My husband and I were looking for our daughter's favorite toy when I was taken. Please, I need to get out of here. I need to know that my family's safe. They could take my gear. It's all around camp. Get me out of here and bring back my gear.
The coven will fall. I need a moment. I've been trying to break this cage for hours.
Oh, look, a chest.
I can't attack that.
Yes, the last one. Oh, you're just kidding me. Return her gear to her. Where's that last freaking dog thing?
Friend or foe?
Catch up with you someplace a bit safer. You do that.
I need to get closer.
There we go.
The things I've seen. The horror. The horror.
Drustvar stands firm.
Thank you. I'll cut a path to Falconhurst. They'll pay for what happened to my family.
The only good witch is a dead
We shall
witch.
drive. I am sorry they took your husband from you, but your daughter is safe in town. Be careful heading back.
Thank you. I'm sorry I can't stay. Don't worry, they won't get me twice.
We had a few visitors while you were gone, but I took care of them. Ashton's back and safe, although it appears he's seen some horrors here.
Farewell.
Oh no.
Did you have any luck?
What now?
Very interesting and pungent. Perhaps my force or business will be something to remove the smell. Yay, gloves. Now, to mix this up, Martin begins to combine the components in mind. I'm using some rather strong grog as a base, and a drop of chili extract and a handful of hearth bloom. There, Martin hands you a leg. It will taste worse than it smells, but it will bring Master Ashton back to his senses. Please give this out to him.
Much to do.
It's
much
a
to do.
fine day for a little applied alchemy.
Master Ashton, are you back with us?
Oh, I believe so. Thank you, Martin. Shall we get started?
Oh, I say. A bit less hearth bloom next time, Martin. But that did just a trick. Well done, both of you.
Fair winds to you.
Stand strong.
We need to go deeper into the forest. The witches are clearly up to something even worse than I imagined. As much as I have a duty to return to Lady Lucille and with Master Ashton, I also have a duty to find out more about this threat to our people and stop it if I can. Going further into the forest is not without risk, but I believe it is one worth taking. Travel with Clear Dawn, Ashton, and Webb deeper into the forest.
Fair winds and following seas. Master Ashton, will you see this to the end?
I will indeed. Martin and I shall stay.
Fantastic.
There seemed to be a great deal of activity at the ruins near the giant tree.
Then we shall meet our friend there. Good luck, champion. Stay close, gentlemen, and we'll sneak through the witches' lines.
The witches spoke of a grand rite to call forth their master.
Their master?
A malevolent being who grants them power. I have heard his rage echoing in the darkness. Their master hates the Kultirans with every fiber of his being. Even the witches are mere pawns in his bid to return to our realm. Based on what I overheard while held captive, I suspect this entity is connected to the Drust.
Not just any Drust. Their leader, I would wager. The being Aram Waycrest fought against in ages past.
A millennia-old spirit bent on vengeance who wants to kill us all. Lovely.
We must stop this grand rite at all costs. New information?
By my ancestors' anchors, there is a large army. At least it doesn't appear to be mobile yet, and the tree, it is clearly the focus of their efforts. Okay, guys, well, it's been long enough. I suppose that we should end for now. Until then, I hope you enjoyed, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you have any comments or suggestions, please put them down in the comments below. Until then, I will see you guys later. Bye!